Goed Toxers en andere YouTube-kijkende aardbewoners. Mijn naam is Togy en na het succes van het eerste deel gaan we weer reageren op een video van Be Amazed, waarin we zullen kijken naar dingen die we pas de eerste keer in ons leven zullen zien.
I know what you're thinking. Since when did dolphins have squishy heads? Well, first of all, this is a beluga whale. And secondly, since always, apparently, belugas are small white whales which are sometimes known as the canaries of the sea because of the wide range of vocal sounds they make, from clicks to chirps, whistles, and bleats. Strangely enough, belugas don't actually have any vocal.
Nee, dat kan ik ook. Nee, dat ga ik niet doen. Ik kan dat ook niet. Dat was een grapje. Helaas. Ik zou dat wel willen kunnen.
Nasal sacs located around their blowhole. Another thing they're well known for is the distinctive rounded structure of the top of their forehead, which is adorably known as a melon. This bulbous structure is located just in front of the whale's blowhole.
Alleen melons zijn niet zo squishy.
While the whales are talking through their noses, they're able to direct the sounds in specific directions by wiggling their melons to project echolocation signals through the water. Don't worry, poking a beluga's melon doesn't cause the animal any harm. In fact, the flexible melon is made up of lipids or fatty tissue, so they can't really feel it at all. Don't you just want to touch it? Beluga whales are far stranger.
Eigenlijk wil ik dat wel nu. Shit, nu wil ik hem ook
image of a beluga that was taken from below, and tell me it doesn't look like a human in a beluga whale costume. It might look like these aquatic creatures are hiding a pair of legs under their rubbery skin, but that couldn't be further from the truth. All you have to do is take a look at a beluga whale skeleton, and you'll see that there aren't any bones in the lower half of their bodies, apart from their spine. This image is nothing but a good old-fashioned illusion. Those aren't bones you're seeing. It's all blubber. Specifically long rails of fatty insulation that the mammals store on their sides for
Dat is echt wel interessant.
What the fuck? The lighting of the photograph just makes it look like some crafty human is infiltrating the beluga squad by hiding inside a specially made whale suit. Unless, of course, that beluga ate a human. China is well known for its impressive feats of creativity and culture. But one art form you've probably never heard of before is bianlian, also known as the magical art of face changing. Blink and you'll miss it. But these incredible performers are able to switch their colorful masks or faces in a heartbeat. Not just once or twice, but multiple times during one performance. Trained bianlian performers can change up to 10 masks in less than 20 seconds. That's less than 2 seconds per mask. This 300-year-old traditional Chinese art is passed down from one generation to another, and it's shrouded in mystery. I'm guessing you want me to tell you how it's done now, but the truth is, I don't know. No one does.
Damn.
The craft is extraordinarily precious and is only passed on to students of Sichuan opera, which originated around 1700, when their theatrical skills and their morals as a person are deemed worthy by their teacher. Of course, people have their guesses. Some suggest that the masks are just thin sheets of paper with a silk string attached. You pull the string and voila, the mask is changed, meaning the head movement is all just for show. It's been rumored that anyone who attempts to reveal the secrets of bianlian could be punished by the Chinese authorities. Let's hope they don't come for me next. If you support me in my quest to bring you all the most amazing knowledge from around the world, why not make it known? Hit that like and subscribe button to show me some love and show the Chinese authorities who they're dealing with. And don't forget that bell icon so you never miss out on new content. If I'm still around to share it, that is. Are you a talented musician? Maybe you're a guitar or a natural-born pianist. But can you play water?
Oh shit.
Those are some pretty sick beats, right? These incredibly talented women
water type beats
known as the Baka people, who live in the southeastern rainforest of Cameroon. The Baka worship the forest spirit called Jingi, who plays a role of mediator between the supreme being Kamba and the Baka people. Jingi is omnipresent in the forest, and the Baka people worship nature by performing various rituals and dances. Water drumming, or liquindi, is an art reserved for the women hunters. The ritual is usually performed at dawn to ensure
Waarom klikt dat zo goed? Waarom klikt dat zo goed?
So the hunters don't have to search too hard to find them. Give it a go next time you're in the bath. It's harder than it looks. Whatever you think your favorite animal is, prepare to abandon that misguided love as I introduce you to your brand new obsession. Sea bunnies.
What the fuck?
You just want to pet it. These tiny ocean-dwelling sea critters are actually
eigenlijk niet, dat ziet er wel een beetje scherp uit, maar...
But they've been affectionately nicknamed sea bunnies for their spotty pattern, long ears, and bunched up tail. Most are less than an inch long and can be found throughout the Indo-Pacific Ocean from South
Ze zijn wel schattig. Daar moet ik wel even eerlijk
Their
zijn.
coat is actually created by bunches of tiny rods called caryophilidia that cover the animal's back. These rods are arranged little knobs, which are sometimes black, which explains their speckled appearance. The exact purpose of these organs isn't known, but they're probably used for sensory reasons. Their ears are sensory structures called rhinophores that detect chemicals in the water that helps the sea bunnies find food and mates. And the part that looks like a bunny's tail is actually its gills. Don't be fooled by their cuteness though. Sea bunnies are extremely toxic to predators. Many also have bright colored bodies instead of speckles just to add that extra layer of, hey, don't eat me. Do you know about any amazing internet tidbits that you think need to be shared with the world? Let me know in the comments below, or just send any footage or images you find online to clips@beamazed.com. You might just get yourself a shout out if it gets featured in the next episode. Now let's get back to it, shall we? While we're on the topic of adorable animals, take a look at this heart-melting video of a baby squirrel talking into a microphone. I'll bet that's the first time you've seen a squirrel being interviewed. Woodland Tabloid reporting. Mr. Squirrel, our viewers are going nuts waiting to hear if the rumors about your new squirrel friend are true. Jeez, just leave the poor guy alone already, am I right? Okay, I'll stop now. This footage was actually captured by zoologist and wildlife photographer Danny Connor Wild. He decided it would be cool to hear what a 7-week-old baby squirrel really sounds like. And boy, was she right. You might be swooning over its high-pitched chirping now, but it's a whole different story when one of these critters gets into your attic or wall and keeps you up all night.
Yeah.
There are tons of things in life we might never get the chance to get a good look at up close, like a snake shedding its skin.
Oh yeah.
It might seem gross at first, but when you see it like this, it seems oddly satisfying. Especially if you were one of those kids who used to peel glue off your palms at school. The process is called ecdysis, and it happens more times than you think. Most snakes will shed their skin between 2 to 4 times a year, which helps them to grow and can remove potentially dangerous parasites that may have attached themselves to their old skin. Unlike a human skin, a snake skin doesn't grow as the animal grows. That means that eventually, a snake skin reaches a point where further growth simply isn't possible. When that happens, a new layer of skin grows underneath the current one, and when it's complete, the old skin peels away. When they're ready to shed their skin, the snake creates a small rip in the mouth or nose area by rubbing against a rock or log. Then they just shimmy on out.
Kan je het gewoon meenemen dan naar huis of zo als je dat vindt? Dat is wel vet.
Surprise, we still don't know about every creature that lurks beneath the waves. In July 2020,
welke film is dat nou?
Possibly the most beautiful squid you've ever laid eyes on circulated online. The ape-like creature looks as if it's been totally decked out in Swarovski crystals. So it's no wonder it left people saying, "Are you squidding me?" Believe it or not, this squid is no work of fiction. The mesmerizing creature has been dubbed Histiotuthis heteropsis, or the strawberry squid, and was recorded by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration and Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution. It was first discovered during part of the deep sea research cruise through the ocean twilight zone, a layer of water located at a staggering depth between 650 to 3,300 feet. Its jewel look is the result of glowing bioluminescent spots known as photophores that emit light, possibly to counter the darkness of the abyss. These bedazzled cephalopods also have a highly specialized left eye that grows up to 2 times the size of the right eye as the squid matures, earning it a second nickname, the cockeyed squid. While the bigger eye looks upward into shallower waters, the smaller one points down in search of bioluminescent flashes that could indicate prey or predators. Cars are built to sustain some impressive brute force, but what if I told you you could crush one using water? You're probably racking your brains over how that could even be possible. But just
Ja.
wait and see for
Ah,
yourself.
mijn brein.
This jaw-dropping
Holy
footage was captured as
damn.
part of a fire safety video by aerial firefighting organization Cal Fire in Colorado
Zo
in
gek.
2019. Because
Wow.
droughts can be frequent in a state like Colorado, field tests like these are important for educational and safety purposes. That sea of red liquid you see falling from the sky is 9,000 pounds of fire retardant being dropped from a low-flying aircraft onto an SUV
Holy
below.
shit.
The sheer destruction is enough to leave you open-mouthed as the car is crushed in a split second. You'd never imagine quite how much weight is being delivered aerially over you in a genuine wildfire. Now, just imagine being at the scene of a particularly large wildfire where even bigger planes can drop up to 170,000 pounds of retardant in a path up to
77
a mile
kilo.
long and over 100 feet wide. Thankfully, these kinds of drops are not usually as low as the one in this video, but sometimes unexpected and changing conditions or terrain can cause them to be lower than intended. All I know is that you wouldn't want to be standing in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Nee.
Owls are majestic creatures, but they have a whole host of secrets hidden up their sleeves. Besides the fact that they have long legs hidden underneath all those feathers, check out
Dat wist ik
how
al.
fluffy these
Dat wist ik al.
mysterious birds really are.
What the fuck?
So that's where the age-old saying "put a cork in it" came from, huh? No, but seriously, how did they manage to make a cork disappear inside that poor snowy owl? Well, prepare your eyes, because this is how skinny an owl really
What the
is
fuck?
under all those feathers. That's right, the animal under there looks more like a tiny little Martian than the big plump owls we know and love.
The fuck?
To
Dat is
get a better
hetzelfde.
idea of the true feather to owl ratio, check out this depiction showing how much of a barn owl is really a barn owl. You wouldn't get much meat out of one of these guys. If you happen to live somewhere that gets frequent cold spells, you've probably ceased to be amazed by things like icicles and thick blankets.
Ah, als ik dat zie, dan krijg ik gelijk kippenvel zo.
Use a soap bubble. It doesn't sound that fun, but after seeing
What the
how
fuck?
beautiful it can be, you're gonna want to try this for yourself. Soap bubbles
Zeepbel?
form when a layer of water molecules gets trapped between two layers of soap molecules. When it's cold outside, the water layer freezes before the soap bubble pops, turning the whole thing into a stunning crystal ball. The bubble
is
starts
heel
to freeze
ziek.
normally from the ground up, where it touches the ice. But at the same time, the bubble's surface becomes littered with hundreds of freeze fronts. When the bubble freezes, the parts that are still liquid start moving, tossing around tiny ice crystals in the process, which creates the mesmerizing snow globe effect. As each crystal leads to local solidification and the sections join together, the bubble freezes at an extra speedy rate. Who knew science could be so beautiful? Chimps may be considered the closest living relative to us humans, but they're still wildly different in appearance. They're covered in a thick layer of hair first and foremost, or are they? There's no need to be alarmed, people.
Nou, op
This
zich.
hairless chimp isn't some monstrous mutant creation. Considering chimps share between 95 to 98% of DNA with humans, it's really no surprise that they can suffer from alopecia, just like us.
Maar ik vind het niet heel vreemd uitzien of zo.
Just how strong
Eerlijk.
these animals really are. With all those rippling muscles, this is one dude you wouldn't want to challenge to a push-up contest. Then again, they do have a certain advantage. In chimps, the muscle fibers closest to the bones, which are deemed to be the source of strength, are much longer and more dense than in humans. In fact, biologists say these animals are at least 4 times stronger than their two
Oh ja, Rise of the
counterparts.
Planet of the Apes.
That explains why these hairless monkeys look so darn terrifying then.
Nou, ik vind ze niet eens heel erg.
Hey,
Hey, Tobey Maguire.
Bear running shotgun and a motorcycle sidecar.
What the
is
fuck?
Definitely not one of them.
What the fuck? Nee.
This mind-boggling moment was captured on film
hij kan
by
het niet eens.
Nicholas Peasant.
Nee, what the
Who was
fuck?
driving in Skikvar in the Komi Republic on August 25th, 2017, when a 250-pound brown bear pulled up alongside him on a public road. And it wasn't just any old bear. His name is Tim. You probably haven't heard of him unless you happen to live locally, but Tim has become something of a minor celebrity after his various trumpet-playing appearances in traffic. That's right, this was no one-off occurrence. Apparently, Tim the Bear is a specially trained animal who performs in a traveling circus which is run by a motorcycle club named the Polar Wolves Bike Club. Only in Russia, right? At one point, the bear even starts clapping his hands to show that he's enjoying the ride. Or maybe he's just fed up with being stuck in traffic. The human body is capable of some pretty mean feats. Especially when you're a trained gymnast or athlete. Most people successfully landing a single backflip is a total pipe dream. But this guy laughs in the face of naysayers.
Ja, maar dat zijn niet technisch gezien geen backflips. Ik weet niet hoe dat heet, maar holy shit.
Suddenly feel dizzy after watching that? Wow. The backflip king.
Oké, hij deed net wel een backflip. Oké. 18. Oké, ik neem mijn woorden terug. Hij doet backflips.
That's some serious multitasking. According to Oleg, he wanted to go as fast as humanly possible before crashing. It's lucky he did stop, or he might have picked up so much momentum that he took off completely. Apples, Crocs, toilet roll, even raw chicken. What's next? These incredible cake creations are all made by 41-year-old Turkish cake artist Tuba Gekel, also known as Red Rose Cake. From grocery store staples to household objects, there's nothing this food fanatic can't recreate as a sickeningly sweet illusion.
Dat is wel vet.
Those hyper-realistic creations are the latest to go big in the
Donald Trump
trend that has been sweeping social media throughout the pandemic.
Oh shit.
Besides illusion cakes, Gekel also has a knack for recreating a whole host of famous figures in cake form. In times like these, it wouldn't surprise me if the things around us turned out to be cake all along. And after falling into an everything is cake hole, you'll be pinching yourself just to make sure you're not one too.
Wat? Bro, ik wist niet eens dat dat mogelijk was om zo'n cake te maken. Nou, in ieder geval, dit was het einde van deze video. Ik hoop dat jullie ervan hebben genoten. Mijn camera is bijna leeg, dus ik zie jullie in de volgende video. Later!